We shall now take a look at a flowchart where we will try to generate the sequence when a rocket is launched off of a ground station onto the space. So if you have watched TV, when a rocket is being launched from Sriharikota or any other place, the countdown will start from some number like say 100, then it becomes 99, 98, 97, 98, sorry 97, 96, 95, 94. It keeps coming down all the way till 0. After the 0 is done, you will see the message blast off or rocket launched. Now let us see how we can solve this particular problem using programming logic through flowcharts. So first and only variable we need is the value called as n. So this the user is going to enter some value. Let us say he enters 10. So we'll start counting from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and after that it will print the blast off message. How do we go about it? Quite simple. As usual, the first step is you have the message start. Now, I just need to read the value of n from the user. So I can either use the word input or I can say read n. So I am reading the value of the last countdown number from the user. Whenever you are doing a flowchart, the first question you should ask is if it involves repetition or looping, how long are you going to continue doing this? We should continue doing this as long as n is greater than or equal to 0. As long n is greater than or equal to 0, I am printing the value of n and I am coming back here. So let us first draw that and then we'll proceed with the explanation as well as the logic. This is true, okay, or yes. This is false or no. So if the value of n is greater than or equal to 0, I am going to print the value of n. All right. And now I need to reduce the value of n because next time I want 1 less than n to be printed. So what I am going to do here is I am going to draw a rectangular box indicating I am reducing the value of n minus 1. How long should this continue? This should continue as long as the value of n is greater than or equal to 0. So this is the flow. Now, before we go to test it, there is one step left. The minute n becomes minus 1, I need to print a message called as blast off and then I need to stop. So I am going to do here. I am going to say print blast off. Okay, this is the message. And once I print this message, then I should go ahead and I should be able to stop. Now, as usual, whenever you draw a flowchart, don't be very confident that it's always going to be correct. There can be potential problems and that you will discover only when you go ahead and test it. So what we'll do is we will take this is the value of n. Okay, let us say we start n from 10. We read the value of n, n is 10. 10 is greater than or equal to 0. This is true or yes. So I am going to print 10 on the screen. Now I am going to reduce n by 1. N now becomes 9. 9 is greater than or equal to 0. It is true or yes. I am again going to print the value of n, which is 9. I am reducing the value of n from 9 by 1. It becomes 8. Now let us assume this particular process continues till the value of n is 2. We'll start looking at when n is 2. 2 is greater than or equal to 0? Yes. Okay. So it's printed 2. Now n becomes 2 minus 1. N becomes 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 0? Yes. Print the value of n, which is 1. Now n next becomes 0. 0 is equal to 0. So this condition is still true. So I am going to print 0. Then I come here. N becomes 0 minus 1, it becomes minus 1. When n becomes minus 1, this condition fails. Minus 1 is not greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to print the message blast off and then come to a stop. A common mistake beginners do is they put this particular thing in a loop. If you put this in the loop, it is going to print blast off after counting every number. So I hope you have understood the flow of this. When you're learning flowcharts, be sure to understand a few basic things. You will need some input. You will be providing some output. And then if you're doing a flowchart using loop, the very first question you should ask yourself is how long I should continue to do this particular loop. As long as this condition is true, I am going to continue this loop. The minute this condition becomes false, I am going to halt. So if you remember these two or three things, flowchart is really simple and easy to do it. And very important to understand logic, because that is the key to understanding programming in any language.